Welcome back to Universe Mode, and we are on NWA Power, and we are opening tonight's show with a women's division match scheduled for one fall, and we have got Blair Davenport, the former women's TV champion, looking to progress further in the women's division by picking up some exhibition match wins in the hopes of being able to face current world champion Rhea Ripley. And she is going to be taking on the very recently debuted Fallon Henley, who we saw show up alongside Joshua Briggs and Brooks Jensen during their tag team match debut. Jensen and Briggs have been quite impressive additions to the NWA roster. Will Fallon Henley make an impact here tonight in the women's division? Here we go, NWA's Power Hour here on a Thursday night. Don't know if this is going to get uploaded on a Thursday, but in our Universe Mode it's on a Thursday. And we've got, oh my days, we've got confirmed a new set for NWA Stampede, our Saturday Night Stampede show. Fallon Henley right off the bat there with a backbreaker to Blair Davenport. Davenport competed in that Elimination Chamber match that we saw at the PLE, the WWE NWA PLE, for the Women's World Championship. There's been some controversy against Nigel McGuinness for some of the participants chosen to compete in those championship matches. Tiffany Stratton, the new NWA Women's TV champion, certainly kicked up quite the fuss about Blair Davenport appearing in that match after she took the championship away from Davenport. McGuinness has argued that her odds weren't exactly fair. You know, she was competing against 5 other women for the championship. And Stratton has insisted that Nigel McGuinness, and I quote, pull his finger out and actually get some changes made that Stratton would actually like. She considers Saturday Night Stampede to be her show, so she has requested a change to the set, not just a knockoff of the Power set. Fallon Henley there with a Lou Fez press, taking down Blair Davenport. So far this match been quite equal, both women back and forth, been quite the 50-50 match. Here comes Davenport with the kicks. Look at the combination, right into a forearm strike, and Davenport getting all fired up. Henley now back into this. Look at the chop combination. Overhead, that open palm strike to the chest of Davenport. Davenport went for the running Pele, but Henley moved out of the way. Into the neck breaker there. Drops down Davenport. Davenport prime position for that pinfall attempt, and a 1 count. Davenport with a defiant kick out. Henley caught Davenport in the wheelbarrow bulldog. Good grief, and Davenport goes down. Fallon Henley's going up to the top turnbuckle, calling for Davenport to her feet. And Davenport just caught Henley off the crossbody into the body slam. The strength there on display from Davenport, and look at this, we've seen her finish a match with a Falcon Arrow, middle of the ring, pinfall, 1, 2, and Henley manages to get her shoulder off of the mat. Davenport though definitely happy with that reversal she just performed. Went for the B trigger, but Henley catches her again into another bulldog, deflecting that B trigger knee strike. Blair Davenport couldn't put Henley away. Oh my god, Shining Wizard couldn't put Henley away with the Falcon Arrow, but that B trigger might have gotten the job done. Irish whip into the corner, and Davenport moved out of the way. Roll through. And there's a spinning back elbow strike. Holy shit. Went for the roundhouse kick, but here comes Henley out of the gate. Good grief, dragging Davenport into the corner. Henley's got some fight behind her. And there's a quick jab. Oh, right into the jawbreaker. Both women back and forth still. And now she's going after the leg. Going after the leg of Davenport to try and keep Davenport grounded. It's definitely a sound strategy that she's picked. And Davenport with a roll-up. She was playing possum. 1, 2... And she stole the win. I can't even get my words out. Holy shit. Both women couldn't put the other one down with their big moves. Blair Davenport with, as you can see, that small package roll-up.
Here is your winner, Blair Davenport.
And I think Davenport's just as shocked as Fallon Henley is. Next up, and we've got a tag division match with the newly formed stable. I'm not even quite sure what they're going as, but Dominic Mysterio with his allies, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. I think there's been some rumblings in the background of certain superstars wanting to go for the Super Junior Championship, and that has been the call to arms that Dominic Mysterio needed to have allies in his corner. He can't go it alone, not in the complicated NWA world of factions and stable wars. And here comes former Super Junior champion Johnny Gargano. This is going to be very, very interesting, as Johnny Gargano decided to reject his opportunity at a championship rematch against Mysterio. So yeah, Gargano by all means could have had a rematch. It's in his the championship contract, of course, when signing for a championship match. You know, you're offered the rematch if you lose, if you're the champion and you lose your championship. But Johnny Gargano afterwards declined it. It would have happened at the Elimination Chamber. It would have been the only singles match on the Elimination Chamber PLE for the NWA brand. But he politely declined and insisted that he wanted to focus more on being a tag team superstar and hopefully at some stage capturing the tag team championships. As you can see, Tommaso Ciampa, his tag partner, forming DIY. They struggled quite a bit last season. However, the first season of NWA Universe Mode, Gargano was champion and did have Ciampa as backup. But for the majority of last season, it was mostly just a solo game for Gargano. As you can see, Los Lotharios with Dominic Mysterio. This is certainly a dastardly trio to have opposite you in the ring. Oh, and straight into the turnbuckle corner, and I think Dominic Mysterio removed the turnbuckle pad. And look at Angel Garza's realised and just bounced the skull of Ciampa off of it. It wasn't done directly from Garza, so referee can't disqualify him for just taking advantage of how the turnbuckle pad is. She's going to have to replace that at some stage, and here comes Humberto as they section off Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa's trying his best to fight back, but that turnbuckle pad, that exposed turnbuckle, did the damage needed. And he's managed to make the tag to Gargano. I don't even know if Humberto noticed. Still taking the fight to Ciampa, but here comes Gargano. With the drop kick in the corner, Humberto goes down to the mat. Garza taking down Ciampa. And Ciampa with a reversal, going after the leg of Garza to try and keep Garza slowed down. Look at this. Looking for Project Ciampa, and he hits it on Garza. Garza goes down. And a kick out at a 1.5. Garza's back to his feet as quick as he can, but sent straight into the corner of DIY. And look at Garza. Garza fighting back against both members of DIY, but Ciampa with a brutal lariat to the back of the head. Garza's got nowhere to go. from that corner. Oh my days! Reversing that discus forearm. Good grief, and Garza's just sent Ciampa straight into that exposed turnbuckle twice. Holy shit. Ciampa has now hit that a total of 3 times. And referee has called for the bell. Calling for a disqualification on Los Lafarias, but they don't care. Taking down Ciampa. Next up, and we've got some women's division action with the newly crowned 3-time NWA World's Women's Champion. Almost told a lie there. Rhea Ripley walked out of that Elimination Chamber with gold around her waist. She's won that championship more times than any other woman in the NWA Women's Division, and each reign has been meaningful. She is looking to restore hope in the Women's Division of the NWA by running through whoever she has to, and she has a long list of challenges ahead of her. And tonight, in a massive opportunity for Gigi Dolan, she's going to be taking on the Women's Champion. Gigi Dolan got down to the final 3 of that Battle Royal qualifier. In the run-up to Elimination Chamber, she took on Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, but she was unsuccessful. They both teamed up on her to eliminate her, and a lot of people are saying she should have gone to Elimination Chamber. It was unfair. Those were the rules of the Battle Royal, though. She didn't make it there, but she's got an opportunity here tonight to prove herself. And here comes Rhea Ripley right into the roundhouse kick from NWA's Power Punk, Gigi Dolan, who's slowing down Ripley. Some kicks there from Dolan. Dolan's got to watch the space around that Women's Championship, because you've got Awesome Kong, Toni Storm, Blair Davenport, now Fallon Henley. On top of that, Rhea Ripley, all competing for that championship. Ripley just got taken down by the roundhouse kick. Strong start for Dolan. Oh, and Ripley's had enough of Dolan, and she's just picked her up and hoisted her right onto the top rope there to guillotine her. Look at this. Good grief. Inverted Alabama slam. Dumps Dolan right on that W of the NWA logo in the center of the ring, and Rhea Ripley stomping away on the hand of Dolan, targeting the arm. Look at this. Dolan on the outside with Ripley grounded, and Dolan's wrenching away on the leg of Rhea Ripley. Referee starting his count. Good grief. Again, Dolan, pardon me, Dolan has been surprisingly offensive during this match against Rhea Ripley. Ripley definitely been struggling a bit here. You can't dole it down to being ring rust, because of course she's competed in the build-up to Elimination Chamber. She won at the Chamber. I think that it's facing an opponent like Dolan, who she doesn't know. She doesn't know a lot of the newcomers that have been making names for themselves in the NWA Women's Division. And look at Dolan. Dolan could be going for a count-out win against champion Rhea Ripley. No, Dolan dragging Ripley. Where is she taking her? Looked like she was aiming for the corner. A count of 9. And Ripley got back into the ring. She's managed to survive the match, but Dolan didn't even seem phased. Gigi Dolan lost via countout, and it was her own fault. Holy shit! Julius Creed was getting ready to come out for a match, and look at Bronson Reed, former international champion, is just pummeling away on Julius Creed. And Creed has been laid out. And referee has checked with Creed. Creed has said, okay, he'll fight. But he's going to now take on Corbin. Good grief. After that. But let's be real, it was a bit of a shit show there. We don't know what Gigi Dolan was playing at. Just trying to brutalise the women's champion on the outside of the ring to the point where she didn't even care about the count out. And now Creed making his way down to the ring. Creed is in not good shape right now. Where in the world is Baron Corbin going? Where in the world? What in the world does Baron Corbin think he is? Creed has caught him into the backbreaker. And Creed straight into the ring to try to avoid Baron Corbin there. And Corbin's a little bit shell-shocked at what he's just been through as he got caught by Creed. And he's taking the fight to the international champion. It's been confirmed that it's going to be Julius Creed versus Bronson Reed for a rematch for the international championship at the upcoming pay-per-view. But Reed has just made this a lot more personal than it needed to be. And here comes Julius with the fight back, but Corbin is completely fresh. Oh, and a headbutt there by Creed. Creed with the shoulder tackle takes down Baron Corbin. Irish whip into the corner, but Corbin just moved out of the way and just flattened Julius Creed. Going for the pinfall, but referee didn't even go down for the count. He already called that there was a rope break there from Creed. Corbin not looking happy about it. Just going to take his frustrations out on the international champion. Stomping away on the arm. Look at Corbin. Corbin's just punishing Julius Creed. I don't know what the hell Bronson was playing at, but I don't think Nigel McGuinness is going to be best pleased. There's a deep six, just flattened Julius. And there's the end of days. Creed is down. Corbin about to pick up a huge win against a champion. Big win for Corbin, and look at Bronson. Very happy with himself. Oh, look at Creed. Creed heading down the ramp. We're going to have to get more security to part these two. Look at Creed squaring up to Bronson Reed. And these two are brawling yet again. And with the recently debuted Riley Osborne in the ring, he's going to be taking on Super Junior champion, who's gone out back to change his gear. He's going to be taking on Super Junior champion Dirty Dom Mysterio. Mysterio has made perfectly clear he wants to solidify himself as the greatest Super Junior champion and make sure that nobody gets close to even being able to challenge for the Super Junior championship. Right off the bat, you can see he took out Riley Osborne. There was that super kick to the midsection. And working on the abdomen right off the bat in this match. Dominic Mysterio with Los Lotharios at backstage. He's decided not to bring them out to ringside for this match. I guess deciding that they weren't needed. Forearm strike into the bulldog there from Riley Osborne. Very nice. Followed by the elbow strike. Later on tonight, we're going to be seeing World Champion Will Ospreay in the main event. We're also going to be seeing national champion Cody Rhodes competing. But Will Ospreay going to be taking on Mark Coffey after Joe Coffey got that pinfall win during the tag match, and there was a lot of people currently saying, well, give Joe Coffey a championship match. Good grief, neckbreaker there from Mysterio. Well, then we saw the tag match on Stampede between the Swords of the Empire and Gallus, where Swords of the Empire retained their championship. Well, now Mark Coffey and Joe Coffey making a case for, yeah, maybe they should go for the World Championship. So tonight, Will Ospreay going to be taking on Mark Coffey. We'll see whether or not Joe Coffey will get the opportunity that he wants. I think maybe a #1 contenders match should be put in the works, but we'll see as we go forward. We know that Will Ospreay will not be defending his World Championship at the next PLE, because it's confirmed that the next PLE will be Clash of Champions. We'll be discussing more of that later in the night. For now, Dirty Dom sending Osborne into the corner. Big Larry Lariat takes down Osborne. And Dirty Dom Mysterio roll through. Hurricane Rana paying tribute to his father with a 619. Connects to Osborne, and look at Dirty Dom showing off. Osborne slowly getting back to his feet. Springboard dropkick. Dirty Dom just turned Osborne inside out, and look at this. Off the top, he went for the big splash, but Osborne moved out of the way. And now pummeling Dirty Dom Mysterio. I don't think Dominic was expecting Osborne to move out of the way of that splash. But look at this. Shotgun dropkick. Osborne bringing Mysterio to his feet, and there's an enziguri. Takes down the champion. The champion struggling, but managing to slip his shoulder off of the mat. Good grief, and there's a low blow. Low blow by Mysterio to Osborne. Surprising and abrupt disqualification finish there for that match. Dominic Mysterio sort of panicking as Osborne seemed to have been closing in on a win. Next up though, we've got Brooks Jensen, one half of Jensen and Briggs, going to be competing here tonight. Now this is a return that I don't think anyone was expecting. Former American representative for the United Empire. He brought a bit of Hollywood and a bit of the online world to the Empire briefly in the first season of the NWA Universe mode. Logan Paul is back. He signed a brand new contract with Nigel McGuinness, and he's already said online he doesn't qualify for the Super Junior division anymore. He is a heavyweight. And speaking of the Empire, someone who he would have formerly stood by. Francesco Akira, member of the Empire. He went up against Dirty Dom Mysterio recently. And we've seen earlier on tonight, Los Lotharios, who was at ringside for that match, they ended up getting disqualified. Francesco Akira got a lot of work to put in when it comes to challenging for the singles championship. I mean, we've never really seen Francesco Akira being given the opportunity. Good grief! This is the first time he's really striking out on his own, and he's made it clear that he wants the Super Junior Championship. He wants to bring that back to the Empire. Logan Paul tried his hardest to capture the Super Junior Championship back in Season 1 when he feuded with Johnny Gargano. He was unsuccessful in doing so. Good grief, and look at the strength from Brooks Jensen. But as we said, Logan Paul no longer qualifies for the Super Junior division, and neither does big man Brooks Jensen. This is purely an exhibition match, but if Francesco Akira could leave here tonight with at least one pinfall in this elimination triple threat match, it could definitely help him on his way to becoming a #1 contender for that championship. Not to mention what we just saw with Riley Osborne, who only lost because of the disqualification. Well, he didn't even lose, he technically won, but didn't get the pinfall, and that was the important thing that Osborne needed in that match. As I mentioned earlier tonight, we're going to be seeing Will Ospreay in tonight's main event. It's going to be interesting seeing how Will Ospreay feels about the return of Logan Paul. He cast Logan Paul out of the Empire and then sent TJP back to New Japan for their failures, unable to capture that Super Junior Championship. And granted, it's now cost Will Ospreay because TJP isn't here to help in the war against Gallus. Dodges the way out of that big boot. Look at this. A lovely standing sliced bread there with the sit out, but Logan Paul kicks out at one. Big boot by Brooks Jensen. There's a bleeding table in the ring. Kick out there from Francesco. We got a table in the ring and a table out the ring. And look at this, a brief team up. This time between Francesco Akira. Oh my god, and a famous out of nowhere from Brooks Jensen. Turning on Akira, right, just not even seconds. That's all it took. And there's the deadlift powerbomb. Logan Paul is grabbing the table from the outside. Don't know what he's got planned for that, but Jensen looking for the pinfall on Akira. He didn't get it, but he did just get clotheslined by the viral sensation that is Logan Paul. Oh, good grief, and Jensen managed to dodge out of the way of that table as he went down to the mat on the outside there. Where is Jensen going? Go to the top turnbuckle in that southeast corner. Francesco Akira's going to stop him though. Interesting strategy. Akira could have let him hit that move on Logan Paul, but decided to interrupt. Double foot stomp there from Akira, and Jensen is straight back on. The smallest man in this match, with one of the most impressive move sets on the roster. Big boot there from Logan Paul, and there's a brutal right hook. And the right hook could have just knocked out Brooks Jensen. And it has. Logan Paul has just eliminated the first man in this match, and there's a leaping dropkick there from Francesco Akira. What a very impressive performance from Logan Paul, who just, with a right hook, that boxing hook, to the face. Oh my god, he's got something on his knuckles. That was a knuckles duster. And he's just knocked out Francesco Akira. Logan Paul with two pinfalls in his return here tonight to NWA Power. Oh, holy shit. A second attack during an entrance. Cody Rhodes attacked by Kyle Fletcher. And you saw Fletcher just launch the arm of Cody Rhodes right into the steel steps. Good grief. Kyle Fletcher and Cody Rhodes got down to the finals of the Elimination Chamber match back at the PLE. And Fletcher has challenged Cody to a one-on-one match. Good God, and Cody's now not even going to let Fletcher get in the ring. Oh, now he is. Oh, on the top turnbuckle. Good grief, the cross body off the top. High risk there for Cody Rhodes. Kyle Fletcher's got a huge opportunity here tonight to pick up a win against the national champion, Cody Rhodes, who's been on one hell of a run. Since the start of the season, he's put on some fantastic performances and so far undefeated. He's going to be facing Will Ospreay At NWA Clash of Champions, it's going to be the national champion. Oh, the national champion, pardon me, versus the world's heavyweight champion. In a non-title match, it's going to be a battle of the belts. A bout between the two beasts of the NWA to determine who is ultimately better. But first, Cody Rhodes has got Kyle Fletcher to deal with. Kyle Fletcher's been announced as being the current frontrunner for being the #1 contender after the performance at the Elimination Chamber. Rhodes has argued he did enter at number 6, that's why he probably lasted longer than the rest. But Fletcher has said regardless, it could have gone either way between the two in that final bout. It's just that Cody Rhodes managed to hit his finisher first. Cody, though, managing to hold his own here against Fletcher tonight, despite getting attacked on the entryway. Look at this springboard back elbow, and referee just went down. And Kyle Fletcher immediately he's going for a chair. Oh my god, and Cody manages to slow him down. Referee getting back to his feet. And he's noticed that chair. He's going to try and grab it, but both men are in the way. Referee disposing of that chair. Getting that chair out of there. And Cody Rhodes has been busted open by Kyle Fletcher. That big boot right to the side of the head has cut Cody open. Look at Cody targeting the leg of Kyle Fletcher. Trying to slow Fletcher down. Look at this. Crossroads to Kyle Fletcher. And Cody isn't dumb. Cody's not stupid. He's pulling Fletcher away from the ropes, making sure he can't get that rope break. And Cody Rhodes puts down Kyle Fletcher. Despite the attack, you can see Cody look favouring the arm there. What damage has Fletcher done at the start of that match? After that surprising win, I think, for Cody Rhodes there, we've got tonight's main event with the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay, going to be taking on one half of Gallus, Mark Coffey, here tonight. Gallus, I think, have rised as a threat that Will Ospreay was not expecting. And it has definitely caught Ospreay off guard, being pinned by Joe Coffey. And now he's got to fend off Mark Coffey. This is an amazing opportunity for Mark Coffey. If he could pick up the win here tonight, he's got the opportunity to challenge in the future for the World Heavyweight Championship. Imagine if we got the Battle of the Brothers for the World Heavyweight Championship. Mark Coffey versus Joe Coffey. Here we go. Will Ospreay right off the back with the Enziguri. Crowns up for fighting Gallus. But good grief, Mark Coffey with the headbutt and then the knee drop. Gonna teach Ospreay a lesson not to take... Oh my god. Good grief! German suplex. I was gonna say not to take Gallus lightly. But both of these right off the bat have shot out of their cannons straight at each other. Look at this. Victory roll into the super kick. Puts down Mark Coffey. Oh, went for another super kick. Coffey caught him into the lariat. Bulldozes Will Ospreay to the mat. Holy shit. Ospreay, it's been said Ospreay's been dealing with some shoulder issues. Oh, German suplex now stomping away. Ospreay's dealing with some shoulder issues that... And Gallus's music is playing. Ospreay gotta watch his back. Mark Coffey. Oh my god. Into the crowning glory. And Mark Coffey for the pinfall on Ospreay. But Ospreay gets the shoulder off the mat. As I was saying, Ospreay's shoulder he's been struggling with it quite a fair bit after the chamber. Oh my god, elbow strike from Mark Coffey. I'm saying Mark Gallus. Look at these clubbing blows to the back of the neck and the shoulder of Ospreay. Oh my god, and Mark Coffey went for more of them, but he's managed to slow down Ospreay after Ospreay moved out of the way. Look at these two back and forth. Oh, and there's the drop kick. Went for the Enziguri, that that penalty. Enziguri, good grief, a short-armed lariat just almost took their head off of Ospreay, and look at these clubbing blows again for a second time. Mark Coffey knows that the arms of Ospreay are his weak point. The arms, the shoulders, the torso region. Ospreay's been struggling with all of it. He needs a week or two to recuperate. But Gallus is calling. Good grief, the armringer chokeslam plants down Ospreay, and Ospreay again with a defiant kick out. Super kick, set up, there it is. And Ospreay now in the corner. He's got one hell of a run up. Oh, went for the hidden blade. Mark Coffey moved out the way. Straight into the crowning glory. 1, 2. Oh my god. 2 of them in a row. Has not been able to put down Will Ospreay. Mark Coffey is going to the top turnbuckle. Oh, and a cheap shot to the midsection, followed by the super kick. And Ospreay has laid out Mark Coffey. Look at this, look at this. Both men, middle of the ring. Enziguri takes down Mark Coffey. Ospreay could be calling for that hidden blade. Oh, the Os cutter off the corner. Off the corner, off the rope. And what is this? Ospreay's calling for it. He's not managed to hit one yet. He is on the back of the head of Mark Coffey. Absolutely brutal. Coffey goes down like a sack of spuds. 2. And that is it. One of the most brutal hidden blades that we've ever seen. Look at this. That arm ringer choke slam. The bouncing of their head off of the mat there for Will Ospreay. And then look at that. The hidden blade. Managed to turn Coffey over perfectly for the pinfall. He put all of his weight behind that hidden blade. Almost left the goddamn floor. Ospreay sending a message to Joe Coffey.